Yes, we, the United States, helped Iran. I, it's 2020. I'm trying to figure this out too, but let's jump into it. What is up, guys? You're tuning into NickyMGTV for another video. As always, you can hit me up on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, or down in the comments below if you do have questions. But as always, like, comment, subscribe, notification bell, everything that you do to click on the screen and write stuff, and interaction makes the video grow. So looking at this, though, this is actually very crazy. And I'm going to give some backstory to this. The DDG Winston Churchill actually sent out people by a rigid-hulled inflatable boat, a rib boat as they're often called, to go help out a Iranian ship that was in distress in the middle of the water there. And there's some photos of it. There's some video. The U.S. Navy has officially push that out there. Obviously, this is great publicity for us to say, oh, look at us, we're great, people of the water. We're still, as much as we patrol the water, we're also there to help you, but it does look like the Coast Guard from Oman actually did come on scene and take over for the scene and help these guys out. Eventually, it looks like they had a failure, dead in water. And they did provide food, water, some basic necessities for this. But, a lot of people don't understand, why did we help this ship, even though they were Iranian? What was the purpose of that? And that's because it is a law, actually, that is required to help out a ship while it is in distress. As many of you guys have not seen or noted, maybe as you look at every Navy ship, there are different indicators as is the ship dead in water? Are they doing man overboard? Are they, what is happening? And there are a lot of things that are just done on the ship that you won't notice until you actually get onto a Navy vessel and really see the day-to-day operations to understand what all of these different signals mean and why they're important. Now, the interesting backstory with this is that we actually have a lot of tensions with Iran and what happens over there. And one of those major tensions has been recently, back in April, they took pictures of one of our carriers with drones, by the way, which I'm pretty sure we already knew. I think we had enough intel that was going on that ship to see what was around there. We're not just oh yeah, we don't see that drone up there. I highly doubt that. I'm just going to put that out there. I'm not a genius, but I'm going to say the American military probably can catch a drone coming over us, especially with that lower level of technology. But also looking at it, what they've done is during transit through the Strait of Hormuz, they've actually been aggressed by several Iranian ships and things like that. But that's not what I want to get into actually this, because there's been way more aggression, not even related to this, even though they have said that, was 4 years ago. There was a ship that was with the coastal riverine type units with the Navy that were traveling in Iranian waters and were actually captured. And those people actually did get in trouble. There were 2 officers and 2 enlisted that got in trouble for that incident. There's a lot that went wrong there as far as confidence and all these other things. That's a whole nother video that I probably will actually make because that case is very interesting as well. But looking at this, the aggression that we've had from them, that we're still going to help them out, I find even in the military as a medical standpoint, when we were in Afghanistan, Iraq, as a medical person, there were people that were being treated even though they were our enemies, right? Many of you guys don't understand that, where even when that happens, we are on the battlefield still doing, good things, even though we might be out there causing that damage, right? And actually some of that propaganda was used against us at certain points to say that we were, very mean or whatnot. So we would have to document that we actually treated them, that we were doing this stuff. There's a lot of very, very questionable things as you learn that there's not a divide. This is not Revolutionary War where it's the red coats and the blue coats, and it doesn't work like that anymore. You're seeing this weird, intricate, blended stuff that happens, especially in these parts of the world. Vice Admiral James Malloy actually made a comment about this, and he says, "I can't think of anything that they do that keeps me up at night." Malloy said, "I don't worry about capability because I know what capability we bring to bear, and it is substantial." Looking at that, I definitely have the same kind of confidence. I don't think the U.S. military is going to have any issues as far as that goes. I do know that there are people that are worried about there being another conflict in the Middle East, especially with the aggression that we see. But we've had aggression from North Korea, China, Russia, Iran, all these. It's a constant thing. And there's a reason. There's political backing, there's religious stuff, there's money, there's so many other influences that are causing these kinds of things to occur, definitely all over the world. So definitely want to say, at least I can give a huge shout out to the people that are on the Destroy the Churchill and actually doing some true stuff that shows that we are present everywhere, and I think that a lot of you guys want to go do humanitarian stuff, but realize some of that could just be like you helping people out basically on the water that you'll see. Even the Coast Guard does that kind of stuff as well. But as always, I'd love to know what you guys think. Do you guys think that, Iran is something to be worried about? Is this something we should have even done with those kinds of tensions that we had? Because a lot of people think that we should not even waste our time or resources. But I would love to hear what you guys think about this. And as always, if you guys do have questions about this or anything else, you can always hit me up on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, or down in the comments below. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.